I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain for Investment Pitch Media and FinTech News Network. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Pat Larsen, the co-founder and CEO of ZenLedger. Pat, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you on today.
Thanks, Ashton. Nice to be here.
You're very welcome, and it's a pleasure to have you. I'd love to start with getting a little bit of background on the ZenLedger crypto tax software. What's it all about, and what is your guys' unique value proposition?
Yeah, sure. At its core, what we are is a web-based software that helps accountants and individual cryptocurrency investors bring all their transactions together from multiple exchanges and wallets, and take care of the accounting for you in a very automated and fast way, and produce your tax reports for you.
Wonderful. I took a look through the site, and it looks like you guys have a variety of services, and there's a lot of things that sort of surround crypto tax. Maybe you could elaborate on what kind of services specifically you guys are offering.
Yeah, sure. So at its core, what we're doing is we're ingesting all your data for you, doing some accounting analysis on it, and then producing the tax reports. The main service is, in the end, giving you your capital gain and loss on your investments, but we'll also fill out a Schedule D and a Form 8949. You'll also get a completely transparent spreadsheet that we call Grand Unified Accounting. That's basically a full audit package for you that's very useful for accountants to tick and tie everything together. And then we'll also do tax loss harvesting. So December 2018 is very useful before the end of the year for people to see, by lot where their coins are at. And if you had like 10 Ether that you'd acquired over 2 years, and you sell two here, two here, two here, like what the tax impact of that is.
Very interesting. I know a lot of people store their cryptocurrencies on an exchange, wholly, which I wouldn't recommend, but there's a lot of people that have a little bit on an exchange. They have some in a hardware wallet, a paper wallet, on their phone. There's so many different ways that you can store cryptocurrencies, and it's great to have, a diversification in terms of the ways that you're storing it, but also it makes it a little bit confusing when you're trying to calculate this all out. Do you guys have some kind of software that helps, sort of accumulate all this information from different locations?
Yeah, and that's a lot of what we're doing to help you is we're putting it all in one place. So, by API, we'll ingest from a lot of exchanges, and that's a very clean way of doing things. If we need to, we can help you create XPub addresses to bring, all of your transactions together from a hardware wallet like a Jax or a Trezor. If you need to, you can just enter by hand or stuff like that. So we understand that people were, going all over the place in 2017, 2018, investing in ICOs, moving things on off wallets. And we try to back out all of these, non-taxable self-transfers as you turn cash into Bitcoin on Coinbase, send it to your wallet, and then send that to Binance, then get an ICO and come back. We do all that for you.
That's great. And Pat, how long has the software been live in the market for?
About 18 months now. Yeah.
That's great. So I guess a lot of people have already been adopting it. What does your guys' user acquisition look like? And are you guys doing active marketing in order to grow your user base, or is it more of an organic growth?
Yeah, we've had over $1 billion of transactions analyzed and several thousand customers in the last 18 months. We're doing pretty well, growing in a couple ways. One is by referral. Another is by CPAs using it for their customers and referring it. We sponsored a couple podcasts like Pumps Off the Chain. And we do a lot of content marketing and pay-per-click stuff like that as well. So we try a bunch of different channels to see what will work.
That's wonderful. And is this a competitive space? Are there other people that are building software similar to this? And how are you getting an advantage over those other competitors?
Yeah, I'd say it is competitive. I think because it's such an obvious need that a lot of people, a lot of smart people came into the space to create startups to address that need. So I think the way ZenLedger separates ourselves, one is the quality of our automation, and then two is the quality of our customer support. Like you can get us by phone, email, or chat. We talk to people, in the evening, early in the morning, on the weekends, because it's taxes and it's pretty stressful. So those are we kind of add more of a human touch, which is generally lacking in blockchain and crypto.
That's great to hear. And on top of that, the blockchain industry is 24 hours a day. So It's no more 9 to 5 in the stock market here. we're going all the time around the world, and you never know when you wake up in the morning and the prices have shifted dramatically, or you need to move something in your wallet, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
Right.
And are you guys just, of course, it's just for American taxes, but have you guys been focused on, New York, California, any of these targeted regions, or are you just sort of blanketing over the states?
I mean, we find that our customers are distributed all over. There are a bunch in New York and California, but I think a lot of that, yeah, is to do with early adoption of technology, but then just like where the population is in the United States. But the events we go to are generally in New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles, and San Francisco, and Seattle. Those are where the blockchain events are. But I'm really excited to see what Wyoming or Nevada will do with legislation at the state level with blockchain, and maybe that'll help adoption.
Definitely, I'm very excited to see that as well, and hopefully some provinces are taking strides to make the first step and put that in. So I'm looking forward to that, and it sounds very promising. And I'd love to hear a little bit more about your guys' business model. How are you guys driving your profits, and are you looking at other ancillary revenue streams, or is it just a basic subscription?
Yeah, it is purely like an accountant would charge you. So if you just want your 2018 taxes done by us, then you would just purchase that year of tax reports, and it's a one-time fee, but you can come back in a month, 6 months, 7 years, and make adjustments and rerun, fresh reports. So that's our current model. And we just, some people will sign up for this year and then realize that they can do their 2017, 2016 taxes as well, all in one shot. And they'll just do all of that to get themselves compliant up to current day. And then, we hope to, please the customers and bring them back for 2019 and going forward. We are offering, we'll be expanding our business lines going forward. We'll be working with some larger accounting firms, and it won't just be purely an income tax or capital gains individual income tax calculation. We'll be looking more at corporate accounting for crypto as well.
That's great. And I was just going to ask you about that in terms of the software and the growth of it and the development. Are you guys actively developing and managing new features, or what does the development roadmap look like in the short term for you guys?
Yeah, so we kind of think of it as two tracks. One is to make the core individual income tax product better, and so that's adding integrations, making it easier to use, improving the logic in there, so that we're just ingesting your transactions and turning them around much quicker, and we do a lot of that. And then the other part is like what should we do next, or what should we do next to this? We've developed a lot of expertise in programming in the space, but also in blockchain analysis, cleaning up data and analyzing it. And so there are some interesting offerings that we'll be developing in the next 6 to 12 months, based more around the blockchain analysis part.
That's wonderful. And are you guys expecting to expand your team? What size is your team right now, and are you expecting to expand it more on the support side or on development?
Yeah, I think we're at 10 people right now, and I think we will expand in the future. We'll probably be raising another round of capital after April 15th when things settle down a little bit. But we're making we're generating good revenue and profits right now, and we've to date raised a seed round from individual crypto investors and venture capital, and we'll be having another round in a couple months.
That's wonderful, Pat. And I was just going to ask you, if you're looking for either outside investors or more employees or just more people to learn about the software and join the community, what's the best way for those people to reach out for you? And I know you mentioned, April's a busy month with the taxes. So, when's best, and how do they contact you guys?
Yeah, you can always contact us through the website. You can email us at hello@zenledger.io and just let us know what we can help you with. And if you're interested to learn more about the company, I'm happy to talk to you.
That's wonderful. Pat Larsen, co-founder and CEO of ZenLedger. It's been a pleasure speaking to you today. I've gotten a very clear image of ZenLedger, and you're very precise in your answers, so I really appreciate that. Thanks for taking the time, and I'm looking forward to following up with you in the coming months to see how ZenLedger is growing, and hopefully the market is growing with it as well, and you guys have increased adoption. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, Ashton. Thanks.